Good morning. Welcome. I hope you slept well. I hope you had a great day yesterday and onward for today. We are awake. We are up. It's going to be glorious. So let's go ahead and get cozy. You can lie down or you can sit up straight with your hands open on your knees, on your heart, wherever you're feeling called. Maybe putting it on your hand, on your chest, on your heart, and on your belly. Maybe just to listen and take some deep breaths that way to connect more to your inner self. So whatever you're feeling drawn to, go ahead and do that. So we're going to start with our deep, cleansing, beautiful, loving breaths. Deep breaths while you hear the birds out in the yard. Bring a little smile to your face. Let the shifts happen. I listened as our tour guide explained the crack, the huge gaping rupture in the Earth's surface as we traveled along Bryce Canyon. My mind traveled back to an earthquake that shook Southern California in January 1994. Earthquakes are reminders that life shifts, moves, changes places. Sometimes the shifts are gradual and begin slowly, like the gaping hole in the Bryce Canyon that started with a tiny split. Sometimes, as in California earthquake, the shift happens in an instant. We don't know in advance about it, and we can't plan for the shift. But there's one thing we can count on. Just as nature shifts and moves into new shapes and forms, so do we. Sometimes our shifts happen suddenly, other times they take place over years, beginning almost imperceptibly. As we move into increased self-awareness, we will become more aware of these shifts. We will know, see, feel when they're taking place. We may not know where they're leading us, but we'll know something is afoot. The more we value and trust our life, the more we can count on these shifts to lead us forward and trust the new shape being formed in our lives. The more flexible we become, the more we allow these shifts and work with them versus against them, the easier they will be. Life is always moving, changing, shifting into its next shape. The movement is natural. It is how we evolve. Let the shifts happen. Take responsibility for yourself each step of the way and trust that the new shape and form and trust the new shape and form of your world. That's true, right? We go through many different things in our lives and sometimes we don't expect them. It could be a loss of someone, it could be heartbreak, it could be a loss of a job, it could be with COVID, everything kind of happened pretty suddenly. And they could be for good, and they could be for not necessarily bad, but a change. It's a change. It's all how we look at it and the perspective. And but if that shift didn't happen, we would have missed out on some other things in our lives. So if COVID wouldn't have happened, we would have missed out on that time home with our families or different things like that. Being able to be more creative with how we do things, realizing how to budget more, perhaps, just different things, how shifts happen in our worlds and in our life. And it could be something in your own personal life as you just notice that yourself is shifting as you're healing, you're shifting. As you find more joy and love in your life, you start shifting. So embracing those shifts, embracing the change. We don't always like change, but it's natural, and it's what happens to us. As we aren't the same as we were yesterday, and we're not the same as we were 10 years ago. And I always believe that I'm always looking to be a better version of myself than I was yesterday. So really just trying to be amazing in what you do and how you live this life, and taking responsibility for yourself and your next steps, and just being full of love and kindness for other people. So enjoy your shifts, let them happen, try not to fight them, and kind of go with the flow through them, see what happens, and see how much more amazing it is on the other side versus fighting the chaos. All right, sending so much love and so many blessings to you all. I hope you have a most amazing day. Many blessings.